Carrie and Sherry up here. And if John could stand here, Jamie here, Shelley here, and Sherry and Carrie over here, and maybe take one step back. So this is called Foreign Poet. And the lovely Jamie Geit will introduce how this works, and we'll introduce who all these players are, and you'll find out in a second. So take it away, Jamie.
This is a very important poetry reading, and I'm going to be introducing the poet from an imaginary country, and I'd like suggestions as to what that country should be. Do I hear any?
Czechoslovakia.
That's a real country.
An imaginary country.
Neverland.
Neverland. That is imaginary. Are there other options?
Dolphinschlagel.
Dolphinschlagel.
Yeah.
Utopia. Narnia.
Narnia. I hear Narnia. Thank you. I would like to mention this is our translator. These are our interpretive dancers. And
That's actually our signer right there.
Signer.
You're the translator.
And this is our poet.
And you speak fluent English, but he does not. Is that correct?
That is correct. I speak Narfian, as does he, and I'll be interpreting for him. Our poet, Excalibur from Narfia.
And what is the name of this poem?
The name of this poem is Camels in Saudi Arabia.
Associaans, Allegaan, Vargen Sneegen, Aklakendijn.
The camels were in a row, tied with rope, kicking each other.
Vrega Krakenugen, Sligen Haja, Reganogana, Rogonominatata.
The Bedouins were mean camel drivers. And I was on top of one of the camels watching the show.
Zoloa,
Oh no!
Zoloa Mikraka, Zemanatula, Zemalakraka, Zigenhagnago.
Oh no! The camel turned and bit my leg.
Please give the interpretive dancers a little bit of time to interpretively dance that. And by the way, you can move around. Thank you. Next line.
Chomi Rehonia, Regasnaga, Zalahinda, Zolaronala.
I had a stomach ache and was holding on very tightly to the hump in front of me.
Hagen Richan, Slaga, Hirgana, Zolamana.
But I knew there was hope. We could only ride to the oasis where there was water.
Associaans.
Peace is coming.
Milakra, Sonama, Bilakrakana, Reganana, Krigana.
But peace is not coming before my tears from this wound on my leg will stop bleeding.
Miraratota, Diganahota, Menahana, right?
But my prayers were answered. Here is the oasis. It is over. We are done. The camels have surrendered.
Amazing. Now you know. So one of the improv rules is you're an expert, so you play smarter than you are. So if somebody says, hey, what kind of dog is that? You go, it's a Shih Tzu. Rather than, I don't know. So we're very fortunate to have an expert, a standing expert up here. Happens to have multiple heads. So could we please have David, Amy, Roy, and John up here. John DeAndrea. So this is a four-headed person, and I'm here to interview him, but the questions are going to come from you. So what we'd like to know from the audience, do you have any questions, something kids would want to know about? And then our expert here will answer your question to the
Where
best.
did I come from?
Where does what? Where does what come from?
Where did the babies come from?
Where do babies come from?
Babies come
From
the
Place.
Where?
babies.
are
Coming.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, thank you. Can we get another question? It's something a kid might want to know.
How do firecrackers work?
How do firecrackers work?
Firecrackers
Work.
Because
they
have more
ammunition
then
a
person
has
in
their
Pocket. Yeah, I think that's so.
How do you figure out whose head goes in which hole of the sweater?
in
Our
sweater
we
have 3
or
or
tags. We
also
use
these
tags.
as
identification.
Very nice. Very nice. That makes perfect sense. Something else a kid might want to know. Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue?
the
Sky
is
Blue.
because
there
are
So
many
colors
in
the
sky
that
reflect
the
blue
hue
in
the
eyes
of.
humans.
Oh, that's why. So that makes perfect sense. If you're blue-eyed, that's why there's a blue sky. Thank you. Yes, another question.
Yes. How do I get back my egg beater that my supposed friend in my sandbox stole from me?
How do you get back an egg beater that a friend in the sandbox stole?
My egg beater, the sand, you know.
that's
A
Very
good
way
two
solve
a
problem
of.
egg beater.
malfeasance.
Egg beater malfeasance. One more question for an extra. Yes, yes, yes. You have a question.
Why did my mommy leave me?
Why did my mommy leave me?
ugliness. Your
Mother,
Left
You
because
she
is
very
happy
in.
another
position.
I'll just stop there. She's very. I didn't know. She's very happy in another position. So improv is all about storytelling, and as you know, if you are all doing your research about the Moth and other storytelling venues, a lot of storytelling is coming back into this culture. It's really wonderful. So we're literally going to fabricate a story one line at a time. In order for that to happen, I would like John Kennedy, please, to come up there. Jody, Lee, drop the pen. Jan, Susan, Marjorie, Jamie, and Matt. And the way this works is one of these people will be given the first short line of a story, like the sun rose over the Alps or something like that, from one of you, but don't go there yet. So who would like to have the first line? You're going to stand right here. One of you. Yeah, so have us stand right there if you could. So Susan, if you could stand right there, because remember, people are going to wedge in between. So what is Susan's first line of this story?
It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark story. Can you modify that a little bit, just because you know Snoopy used it so much on and another mild tweak on it. It was what?
A beautiful night.
It
It was a light and stormy night.
I
it was
woke
a
up
light
one
and stormy
morning.
night, okay? Is that okay? Please sing.
It was a light and stormy night.
Excellent. And could we have the person who's going to deliver the last line stand right there, please? A completely unrelated last line. That's why dogs always need to be on leashes or something like that. So what would be the completely unrelated last line?
Think about the roses.
Think about the roses. So please repeat that.
It was
Think-
Go ahead.
Think about the roses.
Let's hear them together.
it was a light and stormy night.
Think about the roses.
What will happen now is everybody else will wedge in between and offer the next line, the next line, the next line. It's called bookends. And eventually we will get from this point to that. So, you know who you are. What's the next line in the story?
It was a light and stormy night.
So go ahead, Jan.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Oh dear.
Think about the roses.
Think about the roses.
Okay, so don't speak your line, please, till you wedge in, and then you wait. Okay, so who's next? Here we go. So, go ahead, Susan.
It was a light and stormy night.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Because the roses really needed some work.
Think about the roses.
Very nice. Somebody else.
It was a light and stormy night.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Because the roses really needed some work.
And the monsters needed to be killed.
Think about the roses.
It was a light and stormy night.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Because the roses needed some work.
And the monsters needed to be killed.
I'm a sucker for a tool that has double use. Think about the roses.
It was a light and stormy night.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Because the roses needed some work.
And the monsters needed to be killed.
I'm a sucker for a tool with a double use.
I was wondering what use I would put the jackhammer to this time.
Think about the roses.
Anywhere you like.
Anyway,
Just not at the end. And there's some room for Marjorie. And here we go, the finale.
It was a light and stormy night.
I brought my jackhammer to the garden.
Because the roses needed some work.
and the monsters needed to be killed.
I'm a sucker for a tool with a double use. I hate roses.
I was wondering what use I put my jackhammer to this time.
Think about those roses.
Ah!